Okay, I got into this trade really quick. My charts are just now populating, but I saw this. We have a possible... I saw a couple things here. One, we have a possible pattern here. There to there, there to... Oops, I need to take this off. And then from here to here to here. That's why I jumped in this with the numbers here also. I will hide this and put this back on. The most important price in this entire pattern is this level right here. This one closed above it. This one tested it and it held, so now price should be going up here somewhere around this level right here. The numbers here were telling me that we had divergence right here. Doesn't matter where you look at total volume or volume delta, that's divergence. And also if you were looking down here at the take this off again. If you're looking at this to this and this to this, that's divergence. So, and even right here had nothing. That's actually above the zero line, I believe. That's barely under the zero line. But I was looking at this right here, and my charts were just populating when I saw this, so I jumped in really quick. I don't like trading before the open, because the open could come down here and take me out. And I just threw my stop just below this right here. That swing, and my target is I'm going to leave it up here. Technically it should be right here. Once the pattern's created, it will want to rotate. If it gets, or once the pattern is completed, it will want to rotate. So I will leave it there for now. Being that we're going into the New York Open. One thing I also saw when my chart populated was this right here on the 5-minute. We had this level here, try to get it down to here, and it could not. To me, looking at I'll get this out of the way. Looking at the total volume here and here, and the volume delta here to here, that's effort, no result to me. Could not get down there. So that was a lot of effort not to be able to reach this level right here. So those are the two things I was looking at as the charts were opening. So on the 5-minute, show this real quick, we need to be able to get to this level right here. Right there, we need to be able to break that level right there to be able to get up here. And I believe this is the overnight trading high. Yeah, that's the overnight trading high. Right there. So that's what I was looking at when I jumped in. And it was a really quick read, a very quick decision. So these are very large inbox histogram bars, and these candles are barely moving up. So that tells me we don't have a lot of ease of movement here. So, but I'm here, so, and I actually put my target up by, oh wow, I put it up there by the overnight high. So let's see what happens. theoretically with this pattern, it should be right here. That's where my target should be, right there. Because when it gets up here, theoretically, when this pattern is created, it wants to roll back over and retest this level here. That level right there. So, I'm not sure if you can see my mouse or not, so I'll draw this. When this pattern is created, which would be right here, it's going to want to roll over, come back and retest that level right there, theoretically. And if this level holds, then it wants to go back up here and beyond this. It doesn't always happen to try to go down and retest that, but that is the theory behind these patterns. So let's see what happens here. Do we reach this? And this is one where it might be good to have 2 targets or 3, because I could take one target out right here and have one target up here somewhere. I just threw this up here to get it out of the way because we're going into the New York Open, so we'll be getting lots of volume come in, and I don't want to be taken out and then have it go. I'm going to put this on the New York, or the overnight high, just like I usually do. I put that on there on the New York high, or the overnight high, because I want to know where that little area is. Sometimes price will come right up to it, the low of this area, and roll over. Sometimes it will test into it. This is just drawn from the high of the wick, or shadow, whatever you want to call it, to the body of the bar that created the overnight high. So that's all it is. It gives me a little zone, and that looks like it's a 10 tick zone right there, and I can tell that because 84 to 74 is 10 ticks, and this gives me the ticks from where price is currently at, is what it does. So I didn't even look at the 3 minute, but the 3 minute is getting higher highs and higher lows, so that's a good sign. And I didn't even look at that when I was looking. I saw the 1 minute really quick, and then the 5 minute, what was happening with that, and jumped in. So sorry, I move my charts around a lot, but I'm trying to see what's going on. I would expect, since we have this high up here, confirmed swing high, I would expect to try to confirm a swing low and then roll up. And the reason I would like to have that confirmed swing low somewhere is because that creates geometry. We get this low, then we get a high, and then we get a higher low. That's how trends get started. So a trend up, that's how that would start it. We need a higher low somewhere. And these patterns, they're good to know because there are traders, and there are traders and algos out there that trade these things. And some of them, that's all they look for. They don't trade anything else. I know a guy that trades geometry all day long, and he doesn't even look at anything else. So okay, the supply looks like it kind of dried up completely here. I tried to move it down right here and couldn't. And our target, that's the pattern that we're looking at right there. Move this over here, that's the pattern. This right here could be right where this is, I just drew it up there, kind of eyeballing it, so I could actually do this, bring it down just a little bit to this level here. That's where I'll put it. I was just kind of eyeballing it though. It's about where, somewhere in that area. And here comes the tricky part, because this looks like it's going to be completed. Do we leave this on here, or I'm sorry, do I trail my target to here to be out of this before the New York Open, or do I just let it run? That is a question here, and the pattern was completed here, so pretty much, because it can be considered completed. Let me get this off. You would draw fib right here. Basically it can be completed anywhere from here to there. Anywhere in that area right there, it can be considered completed. So anywhere between the quarter, the 100, and the extended 1/4, that's considered completed anywhere in here. So now it's trying to possibly roll over, and that's why target should have gone somewhere in here, because if this rolls over, it wants to come down here, theoretically. I would like to have a confirmed swing short. That's candle 1. Right here, if the next candle takes out this low, we do confirm a swing short. And then we're going higher. Put this right there. And what will happen, and one thing on the other chart I was looking at is a 5-minute, one thing that's happening on there is we are creating higher highs and higher lows. So, and this is going after this, which is where my target, at least one target, should be right there. So 1 minute from New York Open. Now this becomes, see, my target would have been hit right there. That's what I was talking about. This right here was completed. Right there. It's completed. So now the question is, does this roll over and try to get back down here? And this is all based on what happened right here. Right here. And this candle here closing above this level right here. That's what all this was based on. Understanding the pattern and what was going on with the MGAN swing and the inbox histogram. And now this level here is trying to hold as resistance. I'm going to bring this up here to there, that fractal right there. Okay, that was based on, like I mentioned, right here, what was happening right here. I'll draw this right here. This was all based on what was happening right here, and right here. And I could have moved my stop. I did not. And we have some highs up here from Friday that it could go after. So, but I was just looking at the pattern going into New York Open. That's all that was. And I almost did not take it because we were heading into New York Open. So, thanks.